What's up, pals? Welcome back to my channel. No long talk. I'm not going to be shouting today. I just wanted to show you my makeup routine. I've had a few different messages on Instagram asking for me to film this video, so that's what I'm doing. You guys are the first people I'm speaking to because it's morning, hence my croaky voice. So I probably won't speak in this video unless I change my mind, because yeah, I love to chat. But yeah, for the most part it's just going to be a quick makeup routine. I have two directions I'll be looking in because my mirror is here and I'm watching Kim's Convenience on my Mac over there. But I'm just going to do my basic makeup routine. I will show you guys the products that I use. I will try to list the products down below. Before I get into it, quickly, what I'm raving about today is no signal radio. I did mention it in my last haul, in my Zara haul, but I didn't go into any detail. But the radio itself is a great radio station, and yeah, the DJs are spinning what we want to hear, really, or what I want to hear. So if you're into all genres of music, really, it's a real blessing. Okay, cool. I'm gonna get started. The first thing I use, I will mention because I literally have been using the same thing for years. I use this eyebrow pencil. I don't know if it's gonna focus. I use this eyebrow pencil. It's a Rimmel London black brown. That's the only eyebrow pencil I've ever found that I like to use. I've not tried dip brows or pomades or any of that stuff. Well, I have tried and it hasn't worked for me. So this is what I'm going to continue to use. So without further ado, I'm just going to, yeah, put some music on, watch my Kim's Convenience and do my makeup. Okay, so I've opted for a voiceover because I thought that would be easier to describe what I'm doing. So I start off with a spoolie just to order my brows a little bit. Then I go on to fill in my brows with my Rimmel London black brown eyebrow pencil. My eyebrows are sparse, so I always just fill in the bits that need filling in. Moving on, I use the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer in the shade 5W Deep Warm and just use a small brush to carve out my brows. I do carve out both the top and the bottom. I know some people don't do the top, but I do because I think for me I find that works better. And then I'm just going to blend them out and do the same thing to my other eyebrow. I always start with my right side, probably because I'm right-handed. Sometimes I make mistakes, which is what I did here, so I just needed to fill that in again, and then yeah, repeat. I wasn't feeling my brows, guys. Next thing I do is use some primer. So I've used the Becca Skin Love Brighten and Blur Primer. I do use two primers, so this was the first one I used. I like the finish that this one gives me, but also because of my pores and the crease in my forehead, I tend to use more than one primer. So I use the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser because I feel like that helps fill that, and I just rub that on in. Next is foundation. I use the NARS Radiant Longwear Foundation in the shade Macao. I'm just going to apply that with my fingers and then blend it in with this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I prefer to use brushes to blend my foundation. I don't remember the last time I used a sponge, so I'm just going in with the same concealer in 5W Deep Warm and using that for my under eyes. That is typically what I would use on a day-to-day when I'm doing my makeup. And I use this Real Techniques brush to blend out my under eyes as well. Again, I rarely use a sponge or a beauty blender for my under eyes, just because I found that I prefer the finish with this particular brush. But before using this brush, I hadn't found one that I liked. I'm going in with a corrector. I'm not sure what the shade is, but it's a Chanel corrector. It's my sister's, which is why I don't know what it is. But for that, I cannot use a brush. Probably based on how pale it is, but I do that when I want to brighten up my under eye. I always need to blend this particular one with a sponge, so that's what I'm gonna do. I do feel like it gives that pop that the Estee Lauder doesn't give for my under eyes. Going in now with my under eye powder, that is Bobbi Brown in the shade Soft Honey, and that is what I use to set my concealer. I've been using Soft Honey since it was a loose powder and they got rid of the loose powder, so now I have to use the pressed, but I prefer it. Then I'm using Fenty Beauty Coco Naughty to contour. I know it's a bronzer, but I don't actually contour. I don't cream contour, so I use it kind of as a powder contour. It works for me, it gives me the look that I'm going for, and just, you know, adds the dimensions back into my face. So I decided to contour my nose. I rarely contour my nose, but I do add a little something something. So again, I'm using Fenty Beauty Coco Naughty on my nose. So that's how you can see, I guess, the difference in colour. It's dark enough that I feel like it's worth contouring. So next I do my eyes. I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, and the first shade I use is Low Blow. So that's what I use as my base shade. I was going for a really like neutral look, so that is why I opted for that one. So I'm just going to blend that out. I then put that corrector on my eyelids just as a base. So I'm going to smooth that over. I don't really cut my crease just because of how heavy my eyelids are. But I do need that as a base if I'm going to use a lighter brown. So the next shade I'm going in with now is Sourced, also from the Naked Heat palette. I'm now using my blush. It is a Rimmel London Maxi blush in the shade Wild Card, which is 003. I do not go easy on the blush. I tend to use quite a bit. The mascara I'm using is the Givenchy mascara in Black Disturbia. I may or may not have overdone it with a blush. It looks more like I've overdone it on camera, but it's quite delicate and soft in real life. But the look is coming together. The lash I'm using is the SOSU lash from Primark in the style New York. I pretty much wear only a few different styles of lash, so this is the one I'm going to be wearing today. I'm just going to pop those on, and then I'm going to do my lip combo, and after that I'm pretty much done with my makeup. But yeah, I'm going to line my lips with MAC Bittersweet and MAC Cork. I'm literally just here to say that this is my favourite part of my makeup. Doing my lips is my absolute favourite part. The reason I use Bittersweet and Cork together is because Bittersweet is coming deep and Cork is coming light brown. So I think that if I could find the perfect lip pencil, it would be like a cross between the two. If you use a lip pencil and you think it could be a cross between MAC Cork and MAC Bittersweet, please, I'm using God to beg you, leave a comment and let me know, because I have yet to find such a thing. Like, I just want a brown pencil that's not too dark. Like, is that too much to ask for? That blend, if you got that, please let me know. I heard the Morphe ones are good. Is it Morphe? Somebody mentioned the Morphe one to me and I heard that it's good. So yeah. Gloss wise, I do not know what I'm going for, but I always end up using the same standard glosses. So I'm looking at right now Fenty Beauty, this lip in Unbutton. Yeah, this one. I'm also looking at using the NYX Butter Gloss in Madeline. I'm also looking at Coco 3D Hydro Gloss in the shade 08. I always top it off with my trusty favourite Bobbi Brown in Nougat. And I don't know what shade this is, but it's another 3D Hydro Gloss. I'm going to try and see what I come up with in terms of combo. I don't know, because I literally don't know what lip combo to do. I usually use the same glosses and stains across the board, so I never really have to think too much. I kind of like how that's coming out, but I gotta glass that up. So I'm gonna start by putting this on. Do I like that? It's a bit plain, innit? It's a bit plain, innit? And I'm not that plain of a babe, so I'm gonna add a bit of the Coco Hydro Gloss. Because I find that the shade 08 in the Coco Hydro Gloss adds that like peachy look that I like. Ooh! Oh, I like this. I like this. And I'm gonna just top that off with my Bobbi Brown. So the only one I haven't used so far is Madeline NYX. I like this. I like this a lot. I'm just gonna spray with any old fixing spray because I'm not leaving my house. I'm gonna use the Revolution Base Fix. Can you see that? Is it focused? that's what I'm going to use. Okay, I really like this look. It came out way better than I thought. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean the makeup off of my edges, and then I'm going to put, put some clothes on, and yeah. I'm sorry, there's nothing I hate more than product on my edges that's not my gummy wax, so that's what I'm going to go in with now anyway. I'm going to pop some gummy wax on there. If you watch my Get Ready With Me, you'll know I'm clumsy, but you'll also know that I couldn't find my edges toothbrush, but it's been found. So what I do is I put the gummy wax on this end, put it where I want it to be in essence, and then I swoop. Oh my gosh, did any of you see that video? If you didn't, then that's gonna sound really dumb, but you know that video where she's like swoop? No? Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I always have to go back into this crease in my forehead because it exists in my actual forehead. So if I don't, then the product will try to sit there, which is why I don't put much powder on my forehead, if I put any at all, because yeah, it just stays in that crease and I think it looks butters. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly... Listen, that's it for me really. I keep my edges very simple. Besides, I don't think anybody's coming to my page looking for how to do edges. It's not necessarily my brand. Nobody's expecting that from me. So I'm just gonna change this, get out of my home clothes, and yeah. Oh, I love this look. Oh, I'm loving it, I'm loving it, I'm loving it. I'm loving it like this. Okay, I'm back, I'm dressed. I like this a lot. I might take some photos. I'll show you guys what I'm wearing. I'm just gonna record a video on my phone so you can see the full body. I'm just gonna step back. I'm just wearing a bodysuit from Zara with some denim shorts. I'll probably insert a clip that I've taken on my phone so you can actually fully see what I'm wearing. Right here, I'm not going to put earrings on because I rarely wear earrings. I tend to just sport my root and my tragus. Other than that, like, I'm not really too interested in earrings unless I'm going out. But this is my finished look. This is my everyday makeup. I recorded for you guys in daylight. There was noise. We went up and down, but I'm glad that you guys, well, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please subscribe. I'm loving the feedback on my videos. I'm loving the comments. I love to know what you guys are wearing and when you guys pick up things that I've bought. So do keep doing that. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe if you mess with me. Listen to my podcast if you love to hear me speak. And I'll be back with another one soon. Thank you so much. Bye.